Hey guys, welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. This video is going to be me making a video that I think I've seen some comments from on other channels of Heroes videos, where some people are asking if people could make videos that are friendly to people who are interested in getting into the game, to new players, people who are brand new to the MOBA franchise, that they think would be new player friendly. So I thought, one, me being a veteran player of this game, that it would be kind of fun for me to make a video or two, depending on how it goes, where we look at the tutorials of this game as a way to help you guys be broken in. For me to kind of help those of you who are brand new to this game or looking to get into this game, a look at how it works and perhaps me lending some advice depending on how it goes. Let's take a look at the first tutorial. And this one they've actually kind of changed. It used to be, the tutorial of this game used to be you were playing as Jim Raynor. So here, I guess, this is a tutorial where you get to learn what it's like to play as each different role. So, because Assassin is the most common role, and there's more assassins than any other role in this game, I guess we'll just start off by playing as Jaina Proudmoore, which I am a Jaina player, so I'll feel right at home. Welcome to Heroes of the Storm. Hero abilities, enemy minions and forts, and destroy enemy core. Now, I'm curious that if they have completely changed this tutorial, because the tutorial used to be, it was Jim Raynor running away from Zerglings, and then all of a sudden he got teleported into the Nexus, and Uther was there like, "Hello, mighty Jim Raynor. I am Uther the Lightbringer. I welcome you." And Jim is like, "Where the heck am I, darling?" Like, what the heck is all this? And then Uther takes him to the tutorial. He encounters Diablo. Diablo's like, "How taste your fear?" And Jim is like, "You can't eat fear." It was a really cute tutorial. So let's see how they've changed it. I guess it's now just a straight up tutorial now, as opposed to like a creative way to introduce you here. Welcome to Heroes of the Storm. In this tutorial, you'll learn the basic mechanics of the game. Your ultimate goal is to destroy the enemy core, while protecting yours from enemy attacks. They've even updated with some more recent characters. There are 3 lanes to the enemy's base. Each lane should have at least 1 hero present. On this map. Other maps have 2 lanes. But this one has 3 lanes. If your health gets low, you can retreat to the nearest town and heal by right-clicking the healing fountain, or as I like to affectionately call it, the sippy cup. Or use your Hearthstone to return to the starting area and stay in there to heal over time, which is the B button. But the reason you want a hero present in each lane is to soak XP. You are playing as Jaina, a ranged frost mage. Her icy abilities deal a lot of damage and slow enemy heroes. Take a moment to get familiar with the controls. Basic controls are listed in the tip panel in the upper left. You right-click on the map here, or even on the mini-map down here, in order to move from one place to the other. You press A, and then left-click to basically tell Jaina, attack whatever is in this area. So if I press A and click here, she will attack whatever is in this area until it's clear of enemies. You can press the Z button to mount up on this horse that she's riding, or dismount. B is the button I said that you can hearth back to your base while you're on the map, but it takes a few seconds to actually hearth back, so you gotta make sure you're in a safe spot. The L button is to lock and unlock the camera on your hero.
Sounds good.
So if I press L, it'll now follow Jaina wherever she goes. I can also hold down the spacebar button in order to do that as well, but once I take my button off the spacebar, it'll stop doing that. There is no buying items in Heroes of the Storm. Instead, your hero gains talents as your team levels up. So this is one of the things that makes it different from MOBAs like League of Legends, is that there is no having to go buy items from an item shop. As your team, not you, your team levels up at certain levels, you'll get access to choose a talent, which can make you stronger. There's team experience, so there's no individual leveling like there was in those games. So see, at level 1, I can choose a talent. I can either hold the control button, or I just press the N button to open the talent panel. I then can left click on a talent to choose it. It's recommending I pick Lingering Chill. Oh, this is with the brand new Jaina. Oh, that's interesting that they updated it like that. So they even updated the tutorial about that. Alright, so these days, this is the current version of Jaina, which it's a shame I can't use my Dreadlord Jaina skin, but either increase the range of your Q ability, which is a straight up skill shot. In fact, can I show it here?
I'll take care of it.
Yeah, so see that skill shot there? That's your Q. You can increase the range by 30%. And you can see it's a pretty decent range, but then it would like go all the way to like over here or something like that. Lingering Chill has to do with your trait. So there's main abilities here. There's your Q ability, your W ability, and your E ability, and then there's a trait button which can also be on the D key. Your trait is Frostbite, which chills targets, slowing them by 25%, and amplifying damage taken from her abilities by 50% for 4 seconds. And it can be refreshed every time you hit them with it. That's how I can unlock my Ice Ball. That's a little more complicated thing. It recommends that I pick Lingering Chill to increase the duration of Chill from 4 to 6 seconds. So I'd have 6 seconds to do even more damage to them. I usually do like going for Fingers of Frost, but Lingering Chill is also really good. So because it's recommending it, we'll go and do that. Head to the middle lane after the gates open. You can see the timer, it's ticking down here.
I've got a good feeling about this.
So as I said, I can press N to bring that up. I can, if I hold space, does that once I let go of the space bar, it stops. I press B, and you can see it. You gotta have this bar here. It takes a little time for you to actually hearth all the way back to your base. And then once you do, you heal back up with your full mana, get on your mount again. Now, if I press Z, I dismount. And I gotta wait a little bit. You see a little counter down here, 4 seconds, and then I press Z, and then, boop, there she goes. 2 seconds or so, and then she's back on her mount again. So I see minions here. Oh, hold on. Killing enemy minions, heroes, and structures grants your team experience. The current experience and level of both teams is shown at the top of the screen. Your team's level is displayed here. Once the experience bar fills entirely, your team then levels up and increases in strength. That's right, as you level up, your stats, like your base health and everything, also increases. And if you want to take a look at your stats... Oh, hold on. Abilities are skills that heroes use to defeat enemies. To activate an ability, press the hotkey shown below the ability icon at the bottom of the screen. You press the C button, and you can be able to look at all her stats here, her health, her regen, her mana, that blue bar down here, which is what uses her abilities, her attack range, attack damage, attacks per second. A lot of this will buff as you level up. That's important to know, which is why it's important to get levels very quickly. You can see her mana bar goes down because each ability requires a certain amount of mana and has a certain cooldown. Your team has leveled up, increasing your stats and the strength of your abilities. Certain levels will also grant your heroes new talents.
Time is of the essence.
Whoa, all of a sudden it got really laggy. So yeah, a lot of the time you'll just be kind of here in lane, taking care of the minions so that way your team can get XP. Regen globes. Those will help regen your health and your mana for a small period of time. A little bit, not too much, but it actually used to be less. And they were like, yeah, let's make those more relevant and important. Towers and forts require ammunition to attack you. If they run out of ammo, they cannot fire until their ammo regenerates over time. You can see the little bar right there. See that? Tower was out of ammo, and now this one's out of ammo. Did that to slow down Tychus. You can see the little icon. This is also really good. Right-clicking cancels an ability. When trying to use an ability, use left-click to activate it.
Alright with me.
Alright, we have reached level 4. And to close the talent panel. Oh. Okay, apparently it doesn't want me to do that. Oh, wait, no, never mind. So now it recommends that I'm pick Arcane Intellect, which is a good way to get mana back. If I took Fingers of Frost at level 1, I would have probably taken Frost Armor, partly because of the Tychus we have, but then again, he kind of shreds through that. That's right, I need to stay in middle lane so I can be able to soak XP for my team. They are in bottom and top lane, don't necessarily need me. I can be able to get a free lane push while I'm here in middle lane.
Just surrender.
Look at that extra damage I did to Tychus there. Whew. I say. Battlegrounds have secondary objectives. Secure the watchtower marked on your minimap to grant your team vision of the surrounding area.
I am not to be trifled with. Sounds good.
So I mount up and I just click over here. I can't even click on the minimap. Though you gotta be a little careful with that. There we go. And now we have vision of this area. Securing a watchtower grants your team vision of the surrounding area. That's what I just said. I'm kind of getting ahead of the tutorial here. Next, you will capture a mercenary camp. Defeating the siege giants will recruit them to fight for your team.
If you're sure.
Alright, let's see here. It wants me to take ice flows. That's not bad talent. It certainly does increase the... Look at the width now of Cone of Cold. Yeah, that makes... Alright, and then you do this to cap it, and you capture the camp, and now they will go into the lane. Once a mercenary camp is captured, the mercenaries will join your team and attack down the nearest lane.
Well done.
So these guys will now move this entire top lane, escort the giants, and destroy the enemy's fort.
Time is of the essence.
Of course, it's not putting up the objective, because sometimes you'll get this to push while the objective is going on.
Just surrender.
So it's nice to know that there's like a tutorial for each role.
Let's get going.
I'll probably do one on each role. If I want to make this as as friendly to new players as possible, may as well, right?
Good kill.
You fight with such passion.
Oh! Oh, I missed my skill shot. Oh. I'm trying so hard to kill Arthas. No, he got away. At level 10, heroes can choose a heroic ability, a powerful skill that can turn the tide of battle.
So be it.
Slain.
Alright. Wants me to get the water elemental.
Double kill.
Thank the light.
You fight with such passion.
So once an opportunity comes up, I'll show you guys how the heroic ability
Time
works.
is of the essence. For Theramore.
I can even do it right now, actually.
Rise, servant of Leptalon.
Summon the water elemental, and they can be able to just kind of start damaging everything in the area.
So be it. If you're sure.
Go. Mountain.
Let's see how you like this. Sounds interesting.
Go.
Double kill.
You forced me.
Triple
That's
kill.
enough out of you. All right with me.
Killing spree.
This isn't your day.
I love that it's like, just push,
Keep
Push, push,
destroying.
push, push, push. It's like, now you can destroy the core.
Time is of the essence.
That is rather violent.
You fight with such passion.
Alright, and then we get increased blizzard range. That's what's recommending, so
So
sure.
be it.
Double kill.
Well fought.
Triple kill.
An excellent kill.
Quad kill. Mega
Oh.
kill.
And that's pretty much what you do. It's just you push all the way, so you know, to the enemy's core, and then you destroy it. And that's pretty much the basics of how it works.
Victory.
They even do this with the tutorial. Okay. I guess now we'll just move to the battleground training tutorial. Rather than Jaina, this time let's play as Muradin. You can see how a warrior plays. I like how like the tutorial map is always Cursed Hollow. It's supposed to be like,
Prepare
this is a very
yourself for
basic
battle,
map.
Hero.
So, this is one of the things that sets this game apart from some of the others. During this game, you will experience your first battleground event. Each event is unique. This time, you will gather tributes to weaken your
Hello,
enemy.
my friend. Let's go
Let's see, Third Wind.
out
Yep.
there and make a difference.
Let's get it on.
So the way
Come on,
Muradin
let's go
works
bust a few heads, eh?
is he has a ability on his Q called Storm Bolt, which is a stun and it deals some damage. You can press the tab key to look at the score screen. Here you can view each player's stats, talent choices, and a death recap. So I press tab, and I'm able to see that. I can look at everyone's talents, what they've chosen,
The
including the enemy
battle
team.
begins
And if I die, I can look at a
10
recap of
seconds.
how I died. He has a
5,
Thunderclap
4,
as his W,
3,
which
2,
lowers attack
1.
speed and provides a slow.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Actually, no, it doesn't slow them. It just reduces their attack speed. And he has a leap ability called Dwarf Toss as his E, which can give him armor for a couple seconds and reduce damage taken. So it can be a good way to escape as well as a way to engage. His trait is Second Wind, which if he's just away from contact or fighting for a while, he can just start healing a lot more. This could be a good practice for me because I am not that great of a Muradin player. I'll let you know that right now.
Let me at 'em.
Muradin is definitely one of those characters I feel like I have to work on. But I can leap into battle. Oh, and I hit the minion instead of Gul'dan. Feels bad. Feels bad, man. Let's see if... I sometimes like to do this if I think I'm okay, or if I'm with a character that can be able to do that. There we go. Go back to middle lane and soak there, since nobody else is. Ha! That can be good against Tychus. Let's get it on, Tychus. Ah! Oh, I stunned him. There we go. And I just gotta get away because I'm losing health. But then I'll take a moment to have my trait kick in, and there we go. We'll get a bunch more healing from that. Nice, nice, nice.
And one to grow on.
Be like, nobody's soaking bottom lane.
Hammer time!
Yes, I'm a
Choose a
time.
talent.
Alright, let's see. He wants me to go with Thunderburn at level 4,
Good one.
which has Thunderclap go off a second time, like 2 seconds later. It's a pretty good ability.
Move it.
I'm pretty sure I know what the recommended build for Muradin is. I've just never been able to play him well.
Gather tribute.
He's not one of my go-to warriors or tanks in the game. I wouldn't mind him being one of those, but... Tributes will spawn periodically across the battlefield on this map. The first one is about to spawn here. Keep in mind, this is a very map-specific objective. Each map will have a different objective. Head to the tribute's location and gather it before the enemy team does. That's pretty much how that works. Once 3 tributes have been gathered, the enemy team will then be cursed. This is an objective that can dramatically shift the game. Information on the Battleground event is displayed above and below the minimap in the bottom right over here.
Let's get it on.
Alright, so as the map is saying, go get it. Gotta be careful though, this is usually where fights can break out. Because obviously the enemy team would go for this as well. And prepare to fight! Except the enemy team didn't show up, so no worries. Excellent! You just gathered your first tribute. It takes 3 tributes to curse your enemy. The next one will spawn after a short while in a different location. So you gotta keep that in mind. You'll see these stones around. These are tribute locations. There's even one right here.
Let's get it on.
It can be very tricky. See, that's one of the things I love about Muradin. Being able to jump in and engage like that, hit them with your Storm Bolt, and that can essentially mean death for that enemy player. Look at that. Being able to hit that stun.
That was rather violent.
You fight with such passion.
Muradin is definitely one of those characters
Yeah, the
I
tribute
want to practice and get
face
better with. But I will tell you that I had a very frustrating time playing him when I was trying to level him to level 10 to get his master. This is when back when we had master skins in the game. You had to level a character to level 10 to get the master skin. And I was doing that for a while. Alright, so now wants to recommend me getting Piercing Bolt at level 7, which penetrates the first target hit and hits another additional target with your Q. I don't know if I would have gone with that with this current build. I would have taken that if I was going with a full-on Q build. Like this one here, Perfect Storm, it increases the damage every time you hit an enemy hero with it and reduces the mana cost. And even if you go with this as well, where it does more damage to structures and such. But, whatever. This is the tutorial build, so... I actually usually like either Ironforge Momentum or Skullcracker. Being able to add a stun on every 3rd basic attack and increase your basic attack speed. And keep in mind, he has a 1.11 attack per second, which is pretty fast. But increasing that even more by taking Skullcracker, that's pretty nice. So you can see, I lost some health, but I can leap away, and then my trait kicks in, and just like that, I'm back to full health in no time. I guess I'll gather it. If this was like a real match, I would have like waited right there trying and stun the enemy. And now the enemy team is cursed. The minions are reduced to 1 health and their structures cannot fire. Attack with your team now. And this one will last 1 minute and 8 seconds. You're like, huh? Keep up the momentum. Oh, Gul'dan, you're dead. Ha! And so then you can take your ultimate and definitely you take Avatar.
Double kill.
If you are the solo warrior Muradin, you take Avatar. I cannot stand it when they take the other ult when they are the only warrior on the team. Come on, Greymane, let's go.
It's hammer time!
It's hammer time! Oh, I missed him. I cannot stand it when I miss with my Storm Bolt. But as you can see, this is a perfect time to push in lanes when You know, the structures can't fire. It's absolutely a fantastic time to do so.
Keep
You hear the timer going down, which means up. It's almost up.
enough. The curse is over.
The curse has ended. The enemy team's minions and structures have returned to normal. The event will start again in a few minutes.
Enemy slain.
Alright, now we go with Burning Rage.
Well done.
At level 13, we are 5. We are 5 levels.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Nice, nice.
Quad kill. Keep eliminated.
Well done.
We may
my
end this game
ally.
before the next objective. Or not, never mind.
Mayhem.
Well, they might. I don't know. Alright, so this is how... Well, actually, I'll wait till the enemy team comes back, if they do. I can't tell if they're going to do it or not. I don't think they will.
Well, time to
I think they're trying to, but the tutorial won't let them, like, no! Not yet! Oh, it says attack the core along with the team.
Double kill.
I went back to my core
fight
because I
with
wanted to get
such passion.
full mana. Let's see if I can get there before it ends. See, we have catapults, and the reason we got catapults in our lane is because we got the forts down. That then prompts catapults to go. Alright, Avatar, this is... We use our ults to make myself even more tanky for a period of time. So as you can see, the objectives, very, very helpful and strong.
MVP.
And that is, I guess, pretty much all that there is to it. Those were the only tutorials here, which I'm a little surprised. They've kind of changed them over time. Ah, now see, here's another one. Veteran Introduction. A few focus experience highlighting key aspects of the game. So let's take a look at this. So what you saw in that first tutorial was just the basics. So here is a introduction that, you know, kind of explains a little bit more stuff that you should know about the game. No item shop. There is no in-game shop or gold. Instead, at certain levels, you get talents, hero talents, and shared experience. Which it kind of went over in the tutorial, but I think... Ah, there's Uther.
Welcome to the Veteran Challenge, hero. You're about to face a series of combat trials. Let's see if you've got what it takes. In this first challenge, you're going to fight a powerful enemy, and to beat it, you'll need to upgrade your basic abilities. There's no gathering gold or buying items here. Instead, as you level, your hero gains new talents. Selecting talents empowers your hero's abilities, and you can do so anywhere on the battlefield, even in the thick of combat. Let's open up the Talents panel now. Hold the Control key or talents can alter your abilities in diverse ways, sometimes adding entirely new ones altogether. Select talents that improve your single target damage. Hover your mouse over a talent to learn about it.
So with Vala, Monster Hunter would be the one to go with here because it applies to that Garden Terror. And then here...
Choosing a talent instantly upgrades your hero's ability. You need to select your remaining talents before we move on.
Now, sometimes I've seen it where we get talents that focus all on one thing. But I have seen hybrid builds, especially with Vala, where you take Monster Hunter, and then you take Creed of the Hunter. So we'll do that. And then here, Repeating Arrow.
All right. You need to deal as much damage to the Garden Terror as possible. Click the Start button when you wish to begin.
Alright.
Take down this
Defeat the Garden
Terror
Terror.
quickly. For my sake. 3,
2,
2, One. Begin.
So you can see the combination of those abilities was really good. And having taken that down, being able to refresh your Hungering Arrow,
Now
increase your
that was
basic
a
attack
fight.
speed.
Well then, for the next challenge, I'm unlocking your heroic abilities. You're going to like these. Different heroics excel in different situations. In this case, we're about to take on multiple heroes. Looks like our allies could use some support. What do you say? Ready for a team fight?
Uh-oh. Mosh pit!
A mosh pit. ETC has stunned us with his confounded music and forced us to dance. We could use your help, hero. Break
With
us
his
free of this
confounded
stun
music.
And we'll finish the fight. Choose your talents.
So you
then
take Rain
click
of
the
Vengeance
start button to give us a
because
hand.
it has a stun. It stuns enemies in the target area for half a second, which is enough to knock him out of his mosh pit.
It's time to get us out of here, hero. 3, 2, 1, begin.
Swift.
Do that, and boom, they're free. No! Tyrael!
Make sure to stun ETC out of his...
Alright.
3, 2, 1.
I gotta do this a little faster.
Begin.
A clever ploy.
No! Tyrael died again! Man.
Keep going, friend. 3, 2,
Might be a little rusty on my
1.
follow, I guess.
Begin.
Your fear betrays you.
There we go.
Welcome to the final challenge, hero. It's
There's
about
old
gaining
Jimmy.
experience in the lanes of battle. Here in the Nexus, all heroes on a team share experience, and we level up at the same time. As long as a hero fights in each lane, our team gains full experience from killing minions, and that leaves you free to roam. For this challenge, you're going to control Zeratul, a teleporting assassin who gains
Nice.
stealth automatically when out of combat. Use his shadowy skills to roam between lanes and ambush enemy heroes. If your health and mana get low, you can drink from the fountain here to replenish them. Sound good?
Sure. Alright,
Our
so
team is
it recommends
behind
that
on
I go
levels.
with Greater
Roam
Cleave.
between the lanes and
combo
eliminate
slash.
enemy heroes, and we might just catch up.
Alright, slip into Shadow. So we need to achieve level 10 first, and I must survive. I'm gonna let you guys know right now, I am not that great of a Zeratul player. So if
We'll
I have
handle the
any,
minions. Just focus on the
I
enemy
doubt I would have top
3,
Zeratul
2,
players here
1.
watching this,
Begin.
since this is meant for new players.
Fire will be restored.
But if I do have some like veteran experienced Zeratul players, please be a little forgiving. Ah, man. Come on. I tried to blink through the trees and it didn't work. There you go. Blinked away from his zombie wall. to stealth. Now I just gotta wait for them to come back. Raymain should come back here any moment. Ooh, and how fitting, I have the Legacy of the Void music playing in the background. Alright, let me tap the sippy cup, and then I'll make my way back up to get Nazebo. Honor commands. There we go. Man, that combo slash. Whew. That's why a lot of Zeratul players usually take it. There we go.
You did it! Congratulations, hero! Nothing as satisfying as a victory well earned.
Alright, so I hope that basically gave some of you who are relatively new to the game, or maybe have never played this game or this genre, but are interested in getting into it, like perhaps you play other Blizzard games, but this is one you've avoided. I'm hoping that this can give you a good idea of what you are in store for, what you can look forward to doing or wanting to play. If this is something that I can be helpful to and be friendly to those of you who are new or inexperienced players, you know, I welcome you into the Nexus. And I hope to see you in here, and I will see you next time.